Love is Blind US Season 2 gripped us. And after 6 proposals and only 2 I do's, it begs the age-old question. Is love really blind? Shake.
I want it to be partially blind.
Or is it just something that people say when they're already attracted to each other? But we're gonna get to that later. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are good, hope you are well. Okay, let's get into it. Some people roll their eyes and cringe at the thought of Love is Blind and similar shows. Like, how is somebody crying and telling you that they love you after just speaking for a few days? But honestly, I get it. It's the intense effect of being in this vacuum and the fact that they're all on the show for the same reason. Intense. It's like Love Island when the contestants say a day feels like a week and a week feels like a month, because that's literally all you're focused on, and that's all you're there for. It's more so on Love is Blind than on Love Island, but you're literally all just there trying to find love. One of my favorite words ever that I ever learned is ceteris paribus. So when the word applies, best believe I'm gonna use it. When I was studying economics, I would slap this word all over my essays. Ceteris paribus is a Latin word, I think, and it basically means all other things held constant, or all other things being equal. And it's especially used in economics to determine causation by assuming that all other variables remain constant. E.g., if the price of groceries decreases, ceteris paribus, meaning all other variables are the same, supply stays the same, shops aren't closed because of lockdown, there's no natural disaster, ceteris paribus, then demand should increase. Get it? So in the context of Love is Blind, we could argue that this idea of ceteris paribus is more practical than it is theory, because all other variables are literally held constant. They go into these pods, they talk to each other, and that's all they do for like 2 weeks. So I 1000% understand how people fall in love in those pods. And I think the love is real, is genuine within the context and the vacuum of those pods. However, the pod is not real life, is it? Life is real life, and real life has issues, as we saw play out after they left the pods. Differences in living styles become a variable, mannerisms become a variable, families become a variable, and all the things that didn't exist when you were inside the pods will have an effect on the love you initially felt. But to focus on the topic at hand, do I think that more couples would have said I do at the end had they been more physically attracted to each other? Absolutely yes. There's a theory called the halo effect, which I guess is essentially like a psychological term for pretty privilege. Research has shown that we automatically assign attractive people we deem to be attractive, with good traits. Who remembers Jeremy Meeks, or Prison Bay? He was a convicted felon and went viral because of a police mugshot. And then the GoFundMe that his mom, I think, set up raised $4,000. The GoFundMe was called Free Jeremy Meeks. And then he went on to be an international model. Or Ted Bundy, who at the time was considered attractive, and he literally had young female fans at his court appearances, despite being on trial for murdering young women. Now, these are extreme examples, but research does tell us that this sort of thing happens on a day-to-day basis. Better looking children are treated better by teachers, better looking lawyers are treated favorably, and less attractive defendants are more likely to be found guilty by a jury. So this kind of halo effect, this pretty privilege, happens with people that we don't even know like that. How much more so in a romantic relationship? We saw it in season 1 where, in my personal opinion, Barnett, I don't think he would have put up with as much as he did from Amber had he not found her extremely attractive, in my opinion. And I do it too. The amount of times I've said to my husband, "You're lucky you're cute," when he does something to annoy me. And it's true. If I'm being honest, his annoying moments or moments when he like angers me would probably hit harder if I didn't find him physically attractive. Now, I'm also a believer that attraction can grow and attraction can develop off the back of the emotional personality attraction that you have to the person. And I'm a sucker for a good personality, and I will admit that I have been trapped, bamboozled, hoodwinked by many not so cute men in my time, but they were good looking to me, not at first, but they were at the time of being with them, because they just had, I like their personality. It's wild because that attraction that literally wasn't there, all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, this man is beautiful. So it's possible, but I digress. Now stay with me as I get back to Love is Blind. I understand the experiment. I even think it's useful because it allows you to make the important decisions without being clouded by somebody's looks. Because clearly research tells us that we could end up with a serial killer by ignoring the red flags due to their good looks. However, I do think that people on the show and people in real life need to be more honest about the importance of physical attraction to them personally. Shake, for example, should have been honest from the get-go as soon as he saw her, instead of chatting behind her back and potentially creating irreversible insecurities within a girl that probably, before Shake, got loads of attention, maybe. Shayna should have been honest with the fact that she clearly was not attracted to Kyle, and she shouldn't have used the excuse that he was an atheist whilst chasing a man who gave me no indication that he was a man of God. Shane. Mallory should have been honest about the fact that she was attracted to Salvador's smooth nature in the pods, but that didn't translate outside when she saw him and what he looked like, and the smoothness played out in his nature, and the fact that she actually wanted a stereotypically masculine man. I get that they all wanted to see the experiment through and perhaps challenge, rightfully so, some problematic preferences that they might have. Cough, cough, Shake. Who, by the way, I heard is starting a podcast, and I'm about to drop a video on those podcasts. Let me know if you want to hear more about that. So yeah, I get that they all want to do the experiment, but I feel like when people's feelings are involved, maybe that's not the best time to be doing up tests and learn. Maybe.
So
let's be better.
You don't choose. It's nature, baby. We're animals. We're animals.
No, you treat animals. We're human beings.
Is love blind? Should love be blind? Is it wrong or right or okay or a problem to care about physical attraction in a romantic relationship? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And if you like this, then check out some of my other beauty related topics right here. And thank you so much. Please subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.